of the best ways to promote patriotism is by disseminating values of patriotism at all education institutions. For example, the teacher can teach the students about history of their country. This can make the student to be more interested about learning more about our country. The school should also, other than that, the school should also organize an event which is National Independence Day in every education institution to foster the patriotic spirit among the students. The school should also organize a competition where all the students can participate. For example, like coloring competition, so students can have fun and they will be able to learn more about how to foster patriotism in their own among them.
Yeah.
Other than that, the school should also organize some exhibitions at school, at all educational institutions, about the history of independence, emergencies, foreign intervention, and wars in our country. Basically, in my opinion, this is one of the best ways to promote patriotism at all educational institutions. I am going to pass this to my other friend. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Danial and I'm from group ELC. I'll be the student for task B, and I would like to talk about how the most effective way to promote patriotism in Malaysia. In my opinion, educating the public on social responsibilities is the most effective way to promote patriotism in Malaysia. This is because we teach the public to be responsible not only with their action but also others. By this, we can encourage the public to help each other when in need without caring for their skin tone, religion or ethnic. By this, we can encourage the public to be more appreciative to their surroundings, such as a peaceful community, a harmonious country, and vice versa. This is because we stronger the bond between the community in Malaysia, and therefore we always help each other in need without caring for their skin tone or religion. And by this, we can promote patriotism within them because we as a Malaysian citizen, we need to help each other whenever in need. So therefore, in my opinion, promoting patriotism in Malaysia is by educating the public on social responsibilities. As for conclusion, this is the most effective way because by helping each other in a Malaysian community, we only not helping ourselves and others but also helping our country to become more stronger than ever. And therefore, this is the reason why educating the public on social responsibilities also can help themselves and also promote patriotism within them. That'll be all for me. I will pass this to my friend on task C.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone who is watching right now. I'm from candidate C. I'm going to make a point for the one way to promote patriotism is by avoiding any act that can harm the country's well-being. We as a citizen, we must avoid any act that can harm our country, such as doing harmful demonstration, involved in terrorism, and even doing vandalism. We must avoid doing or even joining harmful demonstration because it will reflect on our country's reputation. Normally, these harmful demonstrations consist of destructive actions such as riot, hunger strike, and even sometimes bombing, which can lead to destruction of property, injuries, and even sometimes deaths. Other than that, we must never involve in terrorism. Terrorism is a war crime where the use of intentionally indiscriminate violence to create terror or fear among masses of people. Our country's image as a peaceful and rich with the culture and green view will be affected if terrorism appear out of nowhere. Furthermore, we must never commit or involve with vandalism activities. Example of vandalism include cutting trees without permission, throwing eggs, spraying paints on other properties, and vice versa. Our country's image will be affected literally if vandalism is practiced by the citizen, especially by the youngsters. As a conclusion, to promote patriotism among our citizens, we must never commit or involve with vandalism activities, and it's very harmful to our country's well-being. Thank you. I will pass to my next partner candidate.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Arraziq. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to promote the patriotism in Malaysia. In my opinion, the good way to promote the patriotism is first being good interracial ties. Why I say this? Because every country needs to ensure that their people live in the harmony and the environment, because this can be our peaceful and more peaceful country. It is quiet to stay one example. There is no difference between the people who don't care about the school and how the housing is built. Because like I'm saying, the example is if you stay in one house environment, you don't need to say like it's a Malay house, it's just all Malay can sit there. We need to sharing like Indian, Malay and Chinese can stay one housing environment. And like school, we need to show that our students how to respect each other, we learn each other, we study each other. So another example is parents give a very like a good example to children. They need to show that their children how to respect each other race and like religion. Like he say, we can friend with every race, not racist. We have to show to our children like we friend to with all race. Like our father friend with Indian, like friend with Chinese. There's no like same when like Malay and Malay. In my conclusion is this point is very good for us to promote patriotism. That's all for me. Thank you. I'm gonna end this all for us.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone who is watching. Today we'd like to do the task B for our blended learning, which is discuss which is the most effective way to promote patriotism.
For starters, we can these days we can see not only children but also adults doesn't have the patriotic heart that the older generation used to have. This is probably because we are more keen onto Western communities, up to the point that we no longer interested in our own country's tradition and our own country's tradition. So therefore, we as a responsible Malaysian citizen, we need to make the most effective way to promote patriotism in Malaysia.
Okay, for my opinion, we as a citizen, we must avoid any act that can harm the country's well-being to promote patriotism in our country. We must avoid doing any irresponsible act that can harm our country, such as doing harmful demonstration, involved in terrorism, or even doing vandalism. How about you guys? What do you think about how the best, most effective way to promote patriotism?
I think the best way to promote patriotism is first thing good interracial ties, because they show how we grow big in one country and show how we live in the country, how we will live with who. Like, we have many ways in Malaysia.
Yeah.
We don't live like one ways. Like we have some country have some ways. We have many ways. They just show how we appreciate each other. How about you, Syarafudin?
values of patriotism at all education institutions is because many students these days doesn't appreciate their own country.
Oh,
It's one of the point again. We have to see many young people is not even care about their family, their country. Like we celebrate Merdeka Day, then they never celebrate. It's like there's nothing. We sing the Nevada song and she's not singing each other.
Respect the song.
The song. How about you, Amir?
as for me, my opinion most focus on the adult, especially. We must avoid doing or joining harmful demonstration because it will reflect on our country's reputation, which make the community question our country's people's civilization. Plus, this harmful demonstration normally consists of destructive actions such as riot, hunger strike, and even sometimes bombing, which can lead to destruction of property, injuries, and even sometimes deaths. That's why harmful demonstration is no go for us, as we need to promote patriotism by avoiding it at all costs. What's your opinion, Daniel? What do you think?
I agree with your opinion, Mir, but in my opinion, I think that educating the public on social responsibilities is probably the most effective way. This is probably because we're hitting two birds with one stone, because not only we will get the patriotism within their heart, but also we encourage the citizen of Malaysia to help each other when in need. So I think this is probably the most effective way to promote patriotism.
Yeah, I agree with that though.
Another thing actually,
Yeah.
the thing we can make we celebrate each other lah. We celebrate our Hari Raya and Chinese New Year festival together. So it make we more what do you think? Close together. We can know each other. We can learn a new culture, new food,
Can
anything.
learn their culture.
Another thing that I see in this country, the bad thing is that no respect and religion. Like with some religion prayer, they no respect the like louder. They shout. There's no respect from them. So need to do out this. American you.
Yeah, I agree with that though. What about you, Syaraf? What about your opinion?
The school should also organize a competition where all the students can participate. For example, like coloring competition during the National Independence Day. This is to show that we don't have to care about their religion or their culture.
More, I think another most important is like sport day. Sport day is like we play together and we forget what we come from.
Yeah,
We play
it's
together.
like we all equal
We
to each other.
we fight together to win together. That is one of the best.
Yeah, but that's from the student perspective, right?
Yeah.
So what if the students, especially young one, involved with vandalism? So I think, especially for the youngsters, we must never commit or involve with vandalism activities. There are many types of vandalism that these kids can do, like political vandalism, cyber vandalism, and many more. Examples of vandalism include cutting trees without permission, throwing eggs, spraying paints on others' properties, and vice versa. Our country's image will be affected literally if vandalism is practiced by the citizens, especially by the youngsters. And okay, how about you, Daniel? What do you think about this?
in my opinion, I think that educating the public on social responsibilities is the most effective way, because first we teaches the public not only to help themselves but also to help others, and therefore stronger the bond between the communities all over around Malaysia without caring for their skin tone, religion and ethnic. So therefore I think this is the most effective way to promote patriotism in Malaysia. But also second, we can encourage them to be more appreciative with their surrounding, such as a peaceful community, a peaceful, harmonious country, and vice versa. And therefore, I think this is the most effective way to promote patriotism in Malaysia. So, Arraziq, what do you think is the most effective way of promoting patriotism in Malaysia?
Another thing actually,
Yeah.
the thing we can make we leverage on this, we celebrate our Hari Raya and Chinese New Year festival together. So make we more right close together. We can know each other. We can learn a new culture, new food.
Can
new
learn
things.
their culture.
Another thing that I see in this country, the bad thing is like no respect and religion. Like with some religion prayer, they no respect the like louder. They shout. There's no respect from them. So need to throw out this thing.
Sheriff points is the best, where dissemble values of patriotism at all education institution.
So we can all agree that disseminating the on all education system is the most effective way to promote patriotism in Malaysia. This is because probably patriotism need to be started at young ages, but also us university students. So yeah, I think we can all agree that this is the most effective way to promote patriotism in Malaysia, but also ends racism in Malaysia.
Student, the young generation, especially need to have a proper education at the school, which the school have the proper patriotism values, symbolization, where the students can have
patriotism.
So that
The spirit of
the
patriotism.
students have a spirit of patriotism. Therefore, that's all from us. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Very
Alright,
Have a nice
See you.
day.
Have a nice day.
have a nice
Bye.
day.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.